Hello everyone. Welcome to my YNR 24 spoilers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Christine's crisis, Phyllis's retaliation, and Nate's invitation. Spoilers for Monday, October 20th, 2025 are available for the young and the restless. Fans should anticipate an unexpected invitation for Nate Hastings in the upcoming episode. Phyllis Summers schemes her retaliation. In addition, things go wrong at Christine Blair's bachelorette celebration. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Be sure to visit here for our weekly YNR spoilers. Bachelorette party for Christine Blair. Christine is hosting her bachelorette party, so let's start there. Before Phyllis interrupted the fun, everyone was enjoying themselves. The first portion of that was shown to viewers in Friday's episode. Fans may anticipate Christine attempting to kick Phyllis out of her party in Monday's episode. Red, on the other hand, is unwilling to go and will insist on spoiling the future bride's special occasion. Phyllis has to be hauled out eventually. It is hinted that Christine's party may take an unexpected turn, though. Read more. Discover the events of YNR's most recent episode. Phyllis Summers' retaliation. Additionally, it is mentioned that Phyllis would be planning her retaliation in the upcoming episode. Fans have already witnessed Christine criticize Phyllis for spending the majority of her life alone. Phyllis tried to hide it, but it was true and hit close to home. What will Phyllis do to spoil Christine and Danny's wedding then? Michael Baldwin's happy journey. According to spoilers for Monday, October 20th episode of The Young and the Restless, Michael Baldwin will be embarking on a joyful quest. The man will make an effort to throw Danny an amazing bachelor party that he will never forget. It is implied, therefore, that Danny's bachelor celebration might take some unforeseen turns. Read this, The Young and the Restless, a sneak peek at October 20th. Holden observed Tessa kissed and Christine's party was a bust. The unexpected invitation from Nate Hastings. Nate is next, and he receives an unexpected invitation. Regarding Claire Grace Newman, Victoria Newman feels a little concerned. The brunette worries about Noah Newman as well. Victoria intended to text Claire about Noah. Victoria might, however, wish to visit Claire in Los Angeles and show her support for Nick and Sharon Newman. Will Victoria ask Nate to accompany her on the trip? Lately, they have been getting back in touch. Although Victoria is still in mourning, she may eventually get over her loss. In the meantime, Nate is once again unattached and is being a very helpful friend to Victoria. Additionally, fans may wonder what the hell is happening with Noah's story. What is wrong with that mysterious Detective Burrows and who ran him off the road? Revenge, bachelorette chaos, unexpected invitation. Spoilers for Monday, October 20th episode of The Young and the Restless suggest some shocking developments in Genoa City. A character plans their retaliation. A bachelorette party has some unforeseen turns, and someone gets an unexpected invitation. What can we expect from Monday's show? It's time to find out. Unexpected invitation from Nate Hastings. According to Monday, October 20th spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Nate Hastings receives an unexpected invitation. Is Victoria Newman going to ask him out on a date or invite him to her house? However, this may be related to Danny's bachelor celebration. In addition to having their final, hooray, parties the week of October 20th, he and Christine Blair are getting married in early November. Read more. Claire's scathing reality check strikes hard. Kyle's obsession backfires. At Christine Blair's bachelorette party, mayhem breaks out. Speaking of, there will be a surprise twist to Cricket's bachelorette celebration. It sounds like there may be some drama when Michelle Stafford's character, Phyllis Summers, crashes the Bugs Fiesta during the YNR preview video for the week of October 20th to 24th. Even if Phyllis isn't invited to Christine's huge party, she will nonetheless show up. Will she be ejected from the gathering? Phyllis Summers plans a retaliation. According to Monday's previews for The Young and the Restless, Phyllis will hatch a plan for retaliation. Is this related to Christine's bachelorette party or Cricket and Danny's wedding? Will Phyllis take an absolutely needless action? However, Red might be so infuriated by the consequences of attending the Bugs party and being ejected that she plots to disrupt Danny and Christine's wedding. However, Phyllis might be plotting retaliation against another adversary. As you may remember, Kane Ashby was considering offering his AI program to Phyllis if she could think of ways to use it for good rather than evil. Even though Phyllis claims she will utilize the program for a good, she will actually do something bad. Time will tell. A city of secrets and second chances. Setting the scene. The city of Genoa never sleeps. Emotions fester behind the gleaming exterior of family homes and corporate towers. Love, bitterness, ambition, and remorse all intertwine in a never-ending dance of passion and power. New betrayals, reconciliations, and reckonings occur every week. Despite the lengthy history of convoluted plots on the young and the restless, the upcoming episode on Monday, October 20th, 2025, is expected to rock the foundations. This chapter is dominated by three storylines: Christine Blair's dissolving celebration, Phyllis Summers' spiral into retaliation, and Nate Hastings' surprise invitation. Together, they weave a web of decisions, grief, and love that has the power to permanently alter lives. A celebration becomes a spectacle at Christine Blair's bachelorette party. The silence before the pandemonium. Longtime followers affectionately refer to Christine Blair as Cricket, and she is about to embark on a long-awaited new chapter in her life. After years of heartache, professional success, and emotional growth, her engagement to Danny feels like a return to fate. The bachelorette party, which is thrown by close friends, starts out with champagne, laughing, and nostalgic reminiscences. However, there are shadows present throughout even the most joyous festivities in Genoa City. 2.2. Phyllis Summers, the unwelcome visitor. The unexpected arrival of Phyllis Summers is signaled by the click of heels on marble. Tension rips through the air as soon as she enters the room. Voices trail off, eyes widen, and Christine's smile goes cold. Not only was Phyllis not invited, but her presence brings to light decades of hostility, treachery, and heartache. In the past, Phyllis and Christine were rivals in love. They both had feelings for Danny. This rivalry, however, has progressed well beyond romance. It's even philosophical and personal. Phyllis is chaos, passion, and rebellion. Christine is structure, morals, and loyalty. The show's history revolves around their feud, which rekindles this evening with a ferocious ferocity. 2.3. Sharper words than knives. When Christine faces Phyllis, her poise wavers. She insists that she depart right away, but Phyllis, who is always the provocateur, smirks and acts innocent. Her tone oozes faux tenderness as she jokes, "Just wanted to toast the happy couple." However, underlying her light-hearted exterior is suffering. She keeps thinking about Christine's recent statement that Phyllis would always be alone. Despite her bluster, her remarks were hurtful. Like an open wound, the loneliness she attempts to conceal reappears. The verbal battle starts when Christine doesn't comply. Accusations are made about Danny, the past, and every harsh reality they have ever thrown at one another. When friends try to step in, the damage is already done. The excitement of the gathering ebbs and flows into unease, the moment of change. After giving Phyllis a last shot, security or a kind friend eventually walks her out. Perfection never lasts in this town. Christine, even though you may have your party, your partner, and your ideal existence, anyone who has been around long enough should be asked. Behind her, the room is silent as Christine watches the door close. There is no more laughter. Rather, a sense of anxiety descends upon the visitors. This bachelorette party turned battleground serves as a reminder that no happiness is uncontested in Genoa City. 3. The Queen of Chaos gets back at Phyllis Summers. 3.1. Behind the fury, the woman. Phyllis Summers, who was intelligent, smart, passionate, and tragically self-destructive, has always been her own worst enemy. She is the type of lady who can simultaneously restore empires and destroy them. Phyllis finds herself at a fork in the road between salvation and destruction in this episode. She is haunted by what Christine said. Phyllis is alone and starts to spiral as she looks at her reflection. The claim that she will always find herself alone reverberates more strongly than logic. It's about a lifetime of broken relationships, not just about Danny or Christine. Every scheme, every broken bridge, and every treachery resurfaces. Furthermore, Phyllis doesn't back down when she feels cornered. Instead, she attacks. 3.2. A strategy develops. What starts out as emotional upheaval turns into calculating coldness. She speaks revenge, and Christine has just rekindled her passion for it. Fans are aware that when Phyllis begins to scheme, the outcomes are never predictable. They can be sad, brilliant, or always entertaining. There is conjecture regarding her method of attack. Will she go after Christine and Danny's impending nuptials? Will she uncover secrets that are better kept hidden? Or will she conduct a digital act of retaliation disguised as innovation using technology, maybe Kane Ashby's AI software? Kane is essentially inviting calamity if he grants Phyllis access to his program on the proviso that she utilize it for good. She might conceal her evil intent under the pretense of ambition, causing mayhem that reverberates throughout Genoa City's social and professional spheres. The Phyllis duality. Phyllis's retaliation is about power, not just damage. She secretly worries that she will become irrelevant and that the world will move on without her. She asserts her power by causing turmoil. She continues to be important, as seen by every look, smirk, and strategic action. Naturally, the irony is that she frequently becomes even more isolated as a result of her need for approval. She ensures loneliness the more she fights it. Fans are unable to turn away, though, because there is a glimmer of vulnerability, a woman who is yearning to be seen, loved, and understood behind every careless deed. An unexpected invitation from Nate Hastings, the serenity in the storm, the redemptive journey of Nate. Dr. Nate Hastings is at a different kind of crossroads, emotional rejuvenation, while the women of Genoa City are brewing up catastrophe. Nate has worked months restoring his relationships and his integrity after he was once an ambitious man who sacrificed morality for prosperity. There may be more to his recent reunion with Victoria Newman than just friendship. They have a common loss, history, and chemistry. Both are plagued by decisions. Nate by pride and treachery, Victoria by family strife and loss. The request. Nate is caught off guard when he receives an unexpected invitation. Fan theories center on two possibilities, despite the teaser's purposeful ambiguity. A personal invitation. Victoria asks Nate to travel with her to Los Angeles because she needs solace and company. There is an emotional undertone to her pretext, which may seem familial, checking in on her niece, Claire Grace Newman. Maybe the purpose of this vacation is to heal, reconnect, and possibly ignite a deeper passion. Alternatively, the invitation may be about a business project that places Nate at the heart of a new power dynamic or Danny's bachelor celebration. The fuzzy boundaries between work and love are vital to Genoa City, and Nate's next move may decide which side of that line he is on. Victoria's internal struggle. Victoria Newman is a lady who is constantly caught between vulnerability and power. The weight of treachery caused her relationship with Nate to collapse. But now that they are both single and introspective, the flames are starting to flare again. Victoria is still hesitant because she doesn't want to combine ambition and emotion once more. But when she looks at Nate, she sees someone who is aware of her battle to strike a balance between ambition and heart, strength and sensitivity. If she extends an invitation to him to visit Los Angeles, it's more than just a trip. It's a sign of trust and possibly a first step toward a new love. Nate's predicament. The invitation forces Nate to decide between possibility and safety. Does the possibility of something genuine make him risk rehashing past wounds? Or does he stay out of the spotlight and concentrate on repairing his reputation, both personally and medically? In a world where every choice has repercussions, Nate's acceptance or rejection could irreversibly change his course. The joyful mission of Michael Baldwin, A Brief Light. Michael Baldwin offers a unique source of happiness amid the emotional whirlwinds of retaliation and reflection. Michael takes on the task of organizing Danny's bachelor party with fun and excitement. For Michael, this is about friendship more than it is about celebration. Their relationship is a sign of perseverance in the face of decades of change, and Danny is a piece of Genoa City's past. Fans are aware, however, that there is always drama during parties in Genoa City. Michael's happy mission might easily turn into another spectacle, with Phyllis lurking in the background and Christine's emotions already jangled. It's even possible that Nate's invitation has anything to do with the bachelor party, which would combine storylines and increase the tension. Intertwined symbolism and themes. Loneliness versus love. This episode's central theme is the conflict between loneliness and love. Despite having friends all around her, Christine is plagued with insecurity. Phyllis is defiant despite being alone. Despite being on the verge of reconciliation, Nate and Victoria are afraid of being vulnerable. Every plot thread reflects the others, resulting in a symphony of conflicting emotions. Atonement and retaliation. Nate and Phyllis represent opposing sides of a moral spectrum. While Phyllis accepts retaliation as a stand-in for healing, Nate pursues redemption by honesty and integrity. The show's ongoing preoccupation with moral complexity is demonstrated by their parallel paths. They're simply flawed people looking for purpose in Genoa City. They're neither real heroes nor villains. Authority and command. Both Phyllis and Victoria struggle with control. Phyllis over her story, Victoria over her feelings. Even Christine, who presents a calm front, finds it difficult to keep her happiness under control when others try to undermine it. In this episode, power is emotional rather than business. The next step in the ripple effect. The crisis of Christine gets worse. Christine might wonder if her marriage to Danny is really meant to survive after the humiliation she experienced at her own bachelorette party. Will past fears come back? Will Phyllis's meddling put Danny's allegiance to the test? It's also possible that Christine's unexpected turn during the party foreshadows something more significant, like a confession, an epiphany, or an emotional breakdown that sets the tone for the weeks ahead. What Phyllis will do next? Phyllis seldom pauses to speak. There are multiple ways in which her revenge plot could intensify. Sabotage. She could alter wedding-related materials, such as invitations, locations, or even the event itself. Using Kane's AI project to reveal secrets or sway public opinion is known as digital warfare. Emotional manipulation. Luring Christine or Danny to commit suicide. Fans are aware that her journey won't finish amicably. The development of Victoria and Nate. This might rekindle one of YNR's most subtle love tales, one that is based on respect for one another rather than scandal, if Victoria's invitation is genuinely passionate. But caution looms huge because of their background. A new family-centered arc featuring peril, atonement, and re-established ties may also begin if the invitation is connected to Noah or Claire's difficulties. The emotional terrain of Genoa City. Plots on the young and the restless aren't as beautiful as their intersections. Every story, Phyllis's rage, Christine's turmoil, and Nate's introspection, reflects the show's overarching theme, which is that living in Genoa City requires constantly balancing what we deserve with what we want. Chaos, the human tendency to strike out when harmed, is symbolized by Phyllis's retaliation. The fragility of joy under scrutiny is embodied in Christine's celebration. The prospect of rebuilding after loss is symbolized by Nate's invitation. Their combination of romance, ambition, and emotional realism creates a trifecta of drama that epitomizes the show's ongoing success. In summary, the quiet before a storm. 3 pictures remain in viewers' imaginations as the show comes to a close. The quiet before retaliation. Phyllis, by herself in the dim light, holding a glass of wine, her eyes blazing with resolve. Christine's laughing trailed off as she gazed at the door where Phyllis had left, a glimmer of uncertainty obscuring her happiness. Nate is contemplating whether to take an action that could transform his life while standing over an unopened mail or text invitation. No scene in The Young and the Restless is isolated. Every look, decision, and invitation has repercussions. Monday, October 20th, 2025, is more than just another episode. It's a watershed moment where the past collides with the future. Phyllis's retaliation might destroy relationships. Christine's dilemma might redefine love itself, and Nate's invitation might open possibilities.